Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've been having a little problems with my backup camera and my Lincoln MKZ, which is a 2016. So if you have, I don't think they changed them too much, but you pretty much get the same error code. If you get this error code, when you have your car in reverse, everything I've found so far says it's the camera. So today we're going to swap out the camera. Stay tuned. All right, we're back here at the trunk of the Lincoln. I did get started a little bit. I took these off already. They just hook into here. They're not real hard to take off. Pretty much they just pop apart. Then you just fish them out off of the actual trunk arm and the carpet there. I also got a little bit ahead and took this little cup thing out, which is really a kind of a pain in the butt. It has this cover inside of it, and then this piece, it's weird. It's hard to show with one hand, but it slips in here, and you got to kind of pry it out. Looks like I broke a little part of the clip right there, as a matter of fact. But you can see the little clips right there, and they hook into here and up here. So it kind of slides through like that. I actually ended up prying this up a little bit. You can see where I got my screwdriver in there to take out. There's two screws that go in here, or well, the one screw under here. The other screw is up here, and when it's in, they actually hook to here and here. Kind of a pain in the butt to do. This also goes on here. It just pops right out, no big deal. And then we got to pull this carpet down so that we can get up in here. And what we actually end up taking off is this top piece, which is this section right here, all the way down to the lights. I don't believe you have to take the light out to get to it. I did start popping a few of these out to get back up in here, but hang on a second, let me get a couple tools. We'll go to popping this stuff apart. Okay, step one, you got to pop out these little tabs right here, and I use a little panel popper. Try to do this with one hand again. Usually you can get in there and pop them out like that, and you just pop them down here, throw them on the floor, get underneath them and pry, and they usually come out. I think I got that one, got one here. They are pretty stout. See if I can do this one left-handed. Nope, can't do it left-handed. There. And then you should be able to pull this down over these. Oops, I did forget about that. This, you can tell right there that there's a little thing. You push that down, and again, doing things with one hand. Pop that out, and we get these off of here. And ooh, something fell off. Uh-oh. Don't know where that came from. Then you got your pieces of your carpet that go around the hinge arms. You take them out, and voila. The carpet is out, and you got your pretty little trunk lid. We're gonna take this and set this over here so we can go to looking at this. Now, as I've researched, what I've found is that if you can see up in here, there's 10mm bolts right here, and there's here and here. But the trick is, in these little holes here, I don't know if I'll be able to get up in there to see it or not. There's some little white tabs that stick down. And one of the videos that I was researching on, the guy said, oh, just cut them off or break them off. Do not do that. They actually clip in, they do hold that piece on. The bolts secure it, but those do hold it on. I don't know, see if I can, you see, let me see if I can get it on camera. That little white clip right there is what I'm talking about. And believe it or not, if you get you a 1/4 inch drive, 8mm socket on an extension, you can go up through this hole, put it on there, and it will actually pinch in those little tabs, and you can pop that joker right out. Don't break them off. Don't do that. So hang tight, let me get a couple more tools. We're gonna go to tearing this part right here. Like I said, I don't know. I think that's the light. This is also the light. But I do know there's one that's like in this area somewhere right here on the underside that you cannot get to. Oh, I lied to you. It's way back in there. There's a little hole right there. I can see it. Right back in there. It's just behind that bolt. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's right up in there. And you can't get to it. You can get to that one right there through this hole, but you cannot get to that one. But I believe once you get it pried up a little bit, you can take your panel popper tool, and that little slot right there will actually go in there and squeeze those together and possibly pop it out there. We're gonna find out. Let me grab my 8mm and a nice little socket. I'll be right back. All right, like I say, I reached up in here, I got those 10mm out. As you can see, there's a little hole right here. And I'm gonna try to get the camera up in there. I'm sorry about the crazy little angle, but you see the 8mm goes on there, and I just push it on, and I'm gonna have to do this with 2 hands. But as I push that on, I may have to go smaller. Maybe I'm gonna go to a smaller one. Let me see if I can get a 7. I said it was an 8. This is a 7mm. Let's see. As I push it on there, no, 7mm will not work. So it is an 8mm. Put that back in there. Give me that 8. So let me pop this piece out. I'm gonna have to get all those. Let me get this piece off, and then I'll bring you back, and then I'll show you a little bit closer how this goes on and pushes those clips together. So give me just a minute. Okay guys, I'm back, and I was wrong. Taking the tail light out of this thing makes it a little easier. You can actually get up under here to see where each one of these clips hook in. I took the lights out. Like I say, they're not hard to take out. It's just what, 1, 2, 3, 6 bolts, and they pop out. They are kind of sealed in there kind of good. You do have to unhook this, from what I can tell, doesn't come apart, but it does just unhook. You just push the little clip and pop it out. So that's that. It does make it easier for you because it sits right in here. So it makes it easier for you to see these under here. Like I say, there's a couple of them. There's one back here that, holy moly, you cannot see, cannot get to, didn't even know it was there. So yeah, they're there. And like I say, I used an 8mm. If you can see how this 8mm, it goes on there, and I'm gonna rearrange here, maybe I can get up close. You can see where the clips stick out. You push that 8mm on there, it closes them up, and there's little hooks on the end of them, and that's what clips it in. That's why I say, the guy that was saying break those off, don't do it, because you see how many of them there are. And there's only one bolt in each corner to hold it on. If you pop all these clips off, you're literally holding this thing on with what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts, and nothing out here other than 1 bolt. So I suggest not doing that. So here we are. That's where the camera is right here. So we can flip this over and work out of the trunk because we've got a little bit of shade here. It looks like this is the wiring that goes into the camera. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. And I see the camera back in there. Got a little bolt there, a little bolt there, a little bolt there, a little bolt there. I bet you that pulls this out and takes the cover off of that. What is that? Let's see if it's an 8mm. It's not. It's gonna be a 6 or 7. Let me grab a 6 or 7. I'll be right back. Okay, so we took out the bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bolts. Holds this cover on. I had to unhook a few things and push it through to open this up. That you can't do with one hand. And there's our camera right there. Looks like it's held in, got a clip right here. Again, can't do things with one hand. Could really use a cameraman. There, okay. So that pops out right there, and there's your camera. And it's just held on right here with this clip. So, we'll see here, get that. Yeah, this is the connector. There she goes. She pops right out. And looks like that's your part number. Sorry, I had to tap the screen, it went blank. Focus. Oh, I can't tell if it's focusing. Anyway, that's the part number for the Ford Motor Company. Camera. Looks got a little O-ring on it and everything. Not too shabby. I did order one, and we got it right here in this little bag. So let's pop that joker out. Look at there. And okay. This should plug back into here like such and go back on there. Supposed to anyway. Clip back in there. So now we should feed this through there. Come on. It's angry. It's very angry. This goes through here. That should go back down on there. These wires want to come out here, but you got to make sure your camera, got a little peak hole down here, stays in the right spot. Come on. Okay, the camera looks like it's in a good spot there. Got a clip here and a clip here, little plastic clips. One there, one here, one up there. And this has a little bit of like butyl tape across the top of it there. Then I believe we should be able to just take one of these screws. I'm gonna put that right there. And gently tighten them up. Like such. And then we'll have a look, see, yeah, the camera's back in there. Yeah, that's the wiring for the button. So let me button all this back up, put the screws back in, put all that back together again, see what we can come up with here. I will put that on the stand. I will see. There. Okay. So I should be able to take these screws. Like I said, I'm not zipping them in there. Just give them a little tautness. There it is right there. Don't scratch any. So now we got to make sure we get things kind of plugged back in. I'm going to make sure these wrap back where they were at the factory. This was a big wad of wire here. Our camera's still plugged in. This was the lights. They went up there. This goes over here. And we stick these wires back down in the holding majigger thingies. And voila, that's back together again. Oh, I lied to you. It's not all the way back together. I messed up. Looks like this clip is supposed to be all the way over here. Will it? Yeah, we better put it back like it's supposed to be. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a screw right there. We might want to take that screw out right there. I see your problem. We went around. There we go. There's a little guide pin right here. A little guide pin right there. Right there. Yeah. The wire was wrapped around it, so this can come back over here and snap in there like it's supposed to. I was wondering why we had such short wires over here. Okay, we can get all this put back in its little holders like such. Now we can put our bolts back in. Yep. One more. There. This wire clips under there. Okie dokie. That was a lot of work for that that quick of a change for a camera, huh? So now we get to take this and put it back up here. Now here's the hard part is I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod and raise you up. And I'm hoping that's high enough that we can see what we're doing. So the old reverser is this. These wires have to go through this little hole here. And gets that grommet. And then you get to line up the bolts. So you can see what I'm saying about how the you can see under here. I don't know if the sun is killing me here, but you can see underneath it how you can get to the clips and stuff underneath it there. And then this is where your wires come through. And everything lines back up, so you kind of just pop it on like that. Okay, and then we'll run the screws back on this thing right quick, hook it back up, plug everything in, and I'll bring you back here in just a minute, see if it works or not. Okay, had to fight with it. Got this one in. She looks good. Now for this. This, my friends, is a tricky one. And I don't know what to do or how to get it together, because it was awkward taking it apart. So, first off, I want to show everybody how this thing, it's awkward, it's weird. Like I said, I done broke that part there. But somehow it slides together here, and this slides all the way through. And when it comes through, it clips onto here with, now I gotta get it out. There, with this little clip right here. Is that coming up on camera? Yeah, right there. And this is just a stop edge. So it has to slide through that direction. So you put this up in, and it's got a little guide up in there. And then you got your screws. So let me go look on my counter, because I know I got another screw for it, and I'll see if I can't find it. Okay guys, wow. It was a Dodge. In about 5 more miles, it'll blow up. Okay, I'm sorry about the angle. I'm looking at it on the back screen of the GoPro here. It is a very weird angle, but it's the best angle I can get you to see these, where this goes in. Because you got this post, and it's got a hole in here that you line up with. So you gotta have that on, or it won't go in, or it's gotta be lined up. And I gotta figure it out. All right. Okay, that goes in there, and then you got your screw that goes in here. And then we get the second screw, and it's in the back in here, which is the easier of the two to get to, believe it or not. So once you get that in, got this handy dandy little door that gets to go in here. And you got this big part that goes in the back here, and a clip that goes in the front, and voila, that goes in. Now for the fun part that everybody's been waiting for. This little doodad that says pull on it, that I have mangled up with a screwdriver bad. Somehow I'm supposed to put that in there, and I think I did that whole thing wrong. So yep, I get to pop that back out. Let me use my little plastic tool, pop this back out. And then I get to take my screws back out. Oh yeah, this is some fun stuff here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take the thing and clip it in first, right? Yep, okay. So I got that part through, and I'm gonna have to slide it up in here. Hold your tongue right. Wiggle that through. That doesn't seem fair. I'm gonna see if I can't bend this down a little bit. Guess what I gotta do, guys? Pop out a clip again. A little Christmas tree clip. I don't know what they call these, panel holding tool thingies. There, pop one out. See if I can't get this the carpet to bend down just enough. It doesn't like me at all. Having a clue, guys. I got it as far in there as I can without locking it, but I got to get it around the carpet. Well, it appears that I gotta take the trunk cover off as well, or the latch cover. I told you this was not gonna be fun. There we go. Cut that back down. There, now it gives me a little bit more room. Still doesn't like it, not one bit. Hey, it popped in. Okay, now I got that open. Let me see if I can get one screw in here. Okay, I got one screw in there. Now, oh yeah, oh, it's hard. Ah, hey, there we go. We got it on. Yee-hoo! Put that back in there. Okay, now we got, we got to put this on. That's not going to be fun because I think it's got to get lined up. Might have jumped the gun there, fellas. What? Hey. When you're good, or you get really lucky, because that thing popped right in there. Popped right in there, guys. I didn't put the other screw in. It pops right back out too. Let's try this. Drop the screw once. Get it in there. There, okay. Okay, we got it in there the second time. Let's see if our little plastic piece will please be nice to us. All right. And that's how you close the trunk. Got all that back on. And back to put this back on again. That's just a pretty frame holder, I reckon. And that's what we look like. I'm not too happy with that edge, or that edge. Maybe that'll shrink up with time, you think? I don't know. But hey, that's how you change a camera, backup camera, in a 2016 MKZ. My son, he has a Fusion. Y'all see me change the brakes on it. The camera on it is a lot different. It doesn't have this extra piece. It's kind of at an angle type thing right above where the license plate goes right here. His is a 2013. So they're pretty much close to being the same car. But hey, like I said, that was an adventure. I hope that this works. So next step is to hop in, put it in reverse, and find out. Give me just a second. Okay, guys, we're now inside. Got the air conditioner on. I have not tried this yet. Let me turn off the music. Copyright infringement. Okay, so here we are. I do have my emergency brake on, so I'm gonna push the brake pedal, hit the reverse. Hey, looky there, boys and girls, we do have reverse camera. Like I said, this was not a super easy project. I know I did pause the camera while I was taking that off because I had to have two hands. I could have put you on the tripod and you could have sat there and watched me to work. You wouldn't have really seen nothing. I did show you where you can see up under there. That's the best thing I can show you on video without like a microscopic camera. I wish I had one, because then I could have got really close up in there. But you'll see it when you take the tail light out. That was the first thing I should have done. I said I wasn't going to. Man, I was wrong. Step one, take the tail lights out. They're not hard, 6-8 bolts, something like that, 1 or 2 plugs. Comes right out. You can see up under that deck lid, pop everything out. It's a whole lot simpler, because I fought it for a good 10 or 20 minutes after I stopped the camera. And like I said, after about 20 minutes, I was like, no, let's just take these taillights out. And once I did that, I could see everything. It literally just started popping apart. So I do recommend take those taillights out first. Do not break those little white clips off. There's a couple of them that are real pain in the butt to get to. It'll take like some needle nose pliers. If you have one of those little panel poppers that has the fork on it, that you can get in there, the bigger ones that are square, that's the best tool to use, because you can get it in there, and those clips are all one piece. It's not a like a separate thing, I don't think. I think once you get up in there with the forks and you can pop it, it'll squish those clips together and they'll pop right up. But hey, my backup camera works now, so I guess the only thing left to do is to tell you, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing nothing.